BoxingShow.tv fans, welcome back to another show. I'm with my co-host here, Costa. How you doing, Costa?
I'm great, Alonzo. How are you?
I'm great, and we're happy to be back. It's been a little while, but now we have a lot of things to talk about. BoxingShow.tv fans, Costa, give me the first thing we're going to talk about.
Let's get it started. First of all, the huge, impressive, legendary performance of Floyd Mayweather Jr. against Juan Mauel Marquez.
You could say this, legendary. It was totally remarkable. What a skill. A lot of people said it was about his weight and he was going to be heavier, but I thought it was really skills for skills. He didn't push him around. He utilized all his tools, and that's why he beat him.
I totally agree, Alonzo. I don't understand why so many people were talking about the weight issue, because it doesn't matter if you come in 2, 3, 10 pounds heavier. The fact is he did not get hit, and he landed so many of his punches. It was a brilliant performance. That's, like you said, skill. It's pure skill.
Not even one round. I didn't see one round Marquez beating. And Marquez is a hell of a fighter.
And he's in every top boxing analyst's top 3 pound for pound list, and Mayweather made him look like an amateur. It wasn't even close.
That's incredible. Mayweather is now you can actually have a little bit of an idea what's going to happen with Manny Pacquiao. I mean, they have 2 different styles, Marquez and Pacquiao, but again, I certainly believe that Mayweather should beat Manny Pacquiao, given the fact that we saw this performance against Marquez. So fans, tell us what you think. You're going to give us your thoughts. We're anxious to hear.
I totally agree. You know, Mayweather is on such a different level. You know, I would actually think I'd rather probably see him fight like a Paul Williams or Shane Mosley. The problem is the money. The Pacquiao fight would be huge, record-breaking. You know, so.
Well, we're going to see what's going to happen, fans, and we're going to let you know. And Costa, let's talk about something else now.
Yeah, let's stay a bit local right now. Jean Pascal retains.
Unbelievable.
His title, against Silvio Branco.
And still, light heavyweight champion of the world, Jean Pascal.
Exactly. You know what? It wasn't the prettiest of fights. Branco has that awkward style. It's hard to have like a nice fight against him.
But he played smart. He fought smart.
But Pascal, you know, I noticed like after the 3rd round, he started getting his groove. He was comfortable. He realized Branco couldn't really hurt him, so he was doing these wild shots, combos.
And Branco was also complaining a lot to the referee and his team that Pascal was hitting him behind the head.
Listen, I'll be honest. The first punch did go behind the head, but the thing is, he moved into it. It wasn't like it wasn't intentional.
No.
And the rest of the fight, they were clean punches. They were hooks to the side of the head.
Then Mr. Branco was a little bit exaggerating in his acting ability, like Jean Pascal said. He would be a good actor. But listen, Branco came to fight. He came after Jean Pascal. I give him props. I think he's very courageous. I like him as a person.
I like Jean Pascal as well, and he's still young. And you know what? I think this was a good stepping stone. He's learning. He's getting better and better with every fight. And we're going to see big things from him to come.
And we had a hell of an after party with Jean Pascal. You guys can go and check it out on BoxingShow.tv. We had a crazy time. It was unbelievable. Jean Pascal knows how to entertain people, and he knows how to throw a party. Jean, we love you.
That was a lot of fun. All right, back to business.
Next.
Starting this Saturday, the Super 6 tournament finally begins.
Wow.
We've been waiting for months, and it's here.
I'm excited. I got goosebumps all over my body, man. Just talking about it.
It's going to be intense. Let's start off. First fight, Arthur Abraham versus Jermain Taylor.
Arthur Abraham moving up from middleweight champion. He's going up for his first fight at super middleweight, and he's fighting a tough guy in Jermain Taylor.
Jermain Taylor, you know what? A lot of people are counting him out because of his 2 knockout losses to his last fights against Carl Froch, and also before when he got knocked out by Kelly Pavlik. But the thing is, you can never count Jermain Taylor out. If you look at the Carl Froch fight, he was winning the fight. He just ran out of steam. The 12th round.
And in one of his videos, he talks about, in the Fight 360 that Showtime is presenting, he talks about his nutrition, why he's always going downhill after the 10th round. For some reason, he loses stamina, and they said it's all because of his nutrition. He's been losing the weight too fast before the fights, and now he's trying to consistently have a better diet so he can lose the weight gradually, so he can keep up on the 11th and 12th round. Because he's a very good boxer, but again, he comes to the 11th, 10th, 12th round, and something happens to him. Exactly. Same thing happened also with Bernard, except Bernard did not put a pressure on him. or else he could have also beat him in the same fashion.
Exactly, and you know what? Arthur Abraham, I have to give it to him. The guy has a lot of heart. You saw when he first won his championship at 160, when he got a broken jaw in the 4th round.
Against Edison Miranda.
And he still stuck around 12 rounds to get the unanimous decision, and he knocked out Miranda in the rematch. A lot of power, a lot of heart. And you know what? Even at 168, I think his power is going to carry over at 168.
I mean, Arthur Abraham is a little bit of a mystery in this Super 6 because he is moving up in weight, but he is a hell of a fighter. He's got a heart, and you know what? He loves boxing. It's in his blood, and he also said that he wants to have a big name in his resume, and for him, Jermain Taylor is a stepping stone, and it's his opportunity to become a big name in the U.S. That's what he's been talking about. He actually has a Ferrari sitting in his garage, and it's funny because he says he hasn't driven it until he beats Jermain Taylor, and it says a lot about his personality. And it's funny also, he named his dog after Mike Tyson. His name is Tyson. He says he loves Mike Tyson.
He said it's the reason he got into boxing, like a lot of boxers who grew up in the 90s and the 80s, of course.
But I like him because he respects the game, and I think he's going to do well, but we're going to find out. Who do you call on this one?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Jermain Taylor takes the earlier rounds the same way he did against Carl Froch, but the thing is, it's very hard for a boxer to come back from a knockout loss, 2 devastating knockout losses. So I think somehow Arthur Abraham's going to find a way to win this one.
I'm going with Arthur Abraham as well. I don't know if it's going to be a decision or a knockout. It's hard to say because Jermain is really, really good. And I think I'm going to give it to Arthur Abraham as well because he really wants it very badly.
Exactly. We'll have to wait. Now, second fight in the Super 6 tournament, also this Saturday. Dirrell versus Carl Froch. Alonzo, what do you think?
I don't know, man. You know what? Dirrell is one of those guys that you don't know how he's going to come in. He's a very good boxer. He's got a lot of speed, which is going to cause a lot of problems to Froch. Froch is a pressure fighter. So this one is hard to say. Carl Froch is really, really good in putting pressure, but Dirrell is also really good in counterpunching. So
Dirrell's a smart fighter. He's going to make you fight the game he wants you to fight. You know, he's going to avoid you, he's going to hit. The problem is he's very fast, like we said, but Carl Froch, like we all know, he's flat-footed, not the most fluid boxer, but he finds a way to win.
He finds a way, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
and I don't know, this one, who are you going to call?
Very determined. You know what? In Dirrell's resume, he hasn't fought anyone with Froch's power. So I'm calling Carl Froch.
You know what? In all fairness, Jean Pascal had a little bit of the style of the speed, so you can compare that with Dirrell. And Froch found a way to get to him. He's very, very strong, Froch. I'm going to give it to Froch as well.
But it should be a nice fight. You know, it's a big step up in Dirrell's resume. He hasn't really fought any big names yet, and
that's his opportunity.
We're throwing him in with the Wolves, and we're going to see what he's going to do.
What's going to happen?
Exactly.
And guys, certainly, last but not least, the upcoming fight as well in November with my boy Mikael Kessler against Andre Ward. That's going to be an interesting one, but we're going to talk about it when the time comes. Yeah,
more on that next time, and that's it for us today.
That's it for us. And guys, don't forget, if you want to send us your comments and on YouTube, or send us your emails at info@boxingshow.tv. Until then, BoxingShow.tv fans, coming back for more and more.